No one remembers LimeWire. I remember LimeWire. I remember LimeWire because you would try to download like Biggie's Ready to Die, and then you would instead get a different album, or it would be porn. You would like never be able to get the album you wanted. It was always, they would just lie about what the file was. Or a virus, yeah. It was the OG loot boxes. I get Zoomers even know, like, I feel like piracy rises when it's needed. I feel like Zoomers didn't know how to pirate, or they didn't use it very much. And now because of the last few years, like maybe post price, like 2022 and on, with price raises on everything, piracy's back. I feel like Zoomers had to learn. My parents were over this, but give me I mean, I pirated everything. When I was in school, I pirated all the time just because when you're a student, you can't afford anything. You either don't have it or you get it for free. So there's no option. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wouldn't, like, so many things. One thing I heard that might be true or might not, I don't know, but that Adobe didn't crack down so hard on people pirating Photoshop, at least for a bit, because it was the greatest pipeline to getting students using their products. And then when they went into the corporate world, they had to, like, corporations have to pay. They can't pirate it. It's like way harder for them because they're facing a bigger legal liability. So they didn't care as much if you pirate it as an individual, because once you're hooked on the product, then you go into like your job and now that's the only thing you can use, and now they have to pay. Either it's genius or that's just not what happened, but it worked out that way. But I learned Photoshop, which I use all the time for like YouTube thumbnails, because of piracy. I would never have been able to buy it myself. How do I pirate my textbooks? Haven't they made it so it's like impossible to pirate textbooks now? It was hard for me as well. I mean, the problem was, I'm trying to think back to when I pirated textbooks or tried to get around it, but the only examples I have are from freshman year, because after freshman year, I got into League of Legends, and after that, I just simply stopped caring and didn't buy any textbooks. And I would just skip class or show up and like not read it or own it at all. I wasn't like a problem I solved very easily. But don't they have like codes and stuff to make it so you can't pirate? Like there's no way you can just like Google the book name plus PDF anymore. I assume that's dead. It still works 80% of the time? Shit, easy. What is libgen? Sounds too lib for me. If you have a conservative gen, maybe I'll check it out. Libgen is dead? Oh, what happened? It was the largest free library in history. Do people still use the Pirate Bay? That's what I used. I was a Pirate Bay fiend. I was a Pirate Bay fiend back in the day. That was the big one. I remember, dude, I was so into it. There was like in the early Pirate Bay era, I think it was like 2007 maybe, am I crazy? There was like a movement. Like the Pirate Bay people were like gonna start their own island nation with Sweden. Does anyone remember this? They had like a whole, it was like a movement. It was like piracy, it's the right to freedom, and everyone was, and I was like, yeah. But really I just wanted free shit. I remember being so into it, but I look back on it and it's like, bro, I just wanted free shit. It's crazy that I thought it was like some, like there's a real moral imperative that I can watch all the seasons of, what would I torrent? Game of Thrones, I guess. So that's how long ago it is. Friends, X-Files. No, I did change this. Okay, eventually I became a huge seeder. If you guys don't know, in torrenting, there's people that seed it, which like use their internet to upload and share it with other people that just download and then stop seeding. And the etiquette is that you should, after you finish downloading the product, seed it for a while so other people can get it, you know, be part of the solution. But many people, myself included, don't do that. And I didn't do it because I had such bad internet that like if I was seeding it, I couldn't do anything else. Once I got good internet, I seeded all the time. I'm not seeding. That shit sounds gay. What's funny is like, that's probably what I would have said in 2004 or whatever. Not now, of course, but if you're flashing back to when pirating, that's exactly what I would have said, bro. I was born when you were being homophobic. Don't conflate the two. You don't understand the difference in time then. You're not in a fair place to judge. I watched the Hillary Duff commercial. I changed my ways.
Do you like this top? So gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Powerful stuff. And I was woke from
like this
then
top.
on. Yeah, she mogged her before mogging was a thing. Hey, Big A, longtime sub, first time chatter. Would you rather whip and nay-nay to save Joe Biden's life or do the stanky leg to save Luigi's life? Couple points on this question. Luigi is not a real person. He's a fictional character, Mario's brother, Nintendo property. Unless you're telling me that Nintendo will canonically kill Luigi if I don't do the stanky leg. Is that what you're saying? You're saying they're gonna have a big scene in the next Mario game where Luigi permanently dies and they never bring him back because of the stanky leg. So that's a tough question because Joe Biden is so close to death and Luigi has brought a charming, heartwarming attitude to millions for years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously Joe Biden is a real person and Luigi is not. So morally, I should pick Joe Biden. However, Luigi could live for decades. There could be Luigi's Mansion 10 and it'd be some kid's favorite game in 10 years. And Joe Biden is so close to death. It's actually a much closer moral question than I've ever thought. Why not do both? Can I just do both dances? Can I do both dances? Is that a possibility? Can I do a little dance off? If I do a third unrelated dance, do I save someone else's life? Here's a question. I have no ability to do the stanky leg. I've never done it before. If I do it poorly, does Luigi die? Like, is it graded on a curve? Do I have to do it well? Because like, here's what I'm looking up right now how to do the stanky leg, and it's telling me I have to extend my leg to the right side, then bring it back. How do you, okay. You just like this. Is that it? That's a pretty good stanky leg, dude. I think I just saved Luigi's life. I feel like I just stanky legged it up. Most skilled white man dancer. Okay, it's not denigrate my entire people, okay? Many of us are fantastic dancers, myself included. That leg smelled pleasant. It was like a perfume leg, dude. There's no stank on it. Listen, I don't know. It was my first attempt at the stanky leg. Right? I put my heart into it to save Luigi's life. It's going to be so funny if we flash forward a year and a half and the new Mario game has Luigi dying gruesomely. And Miyamoto has to go out there and show this clip and be like, I had no choice. Luigi lives, but he's hospitalized. What was the Chris Pratt Mario line? I was trying to say it right now and I couldn't remember.
It's a me. A Mario.
That was so good. Chris Pratt really changed the game with that one. Dude, oh my God. That reminds me. I have to show you this. Dude, the brain rot is getting extreme. The brain rot is getting absolutely extreme. I saw... This fucking Reddit post. Is there a song with no skips? Like, what song to you has no skips? I'm trying to find a song I can listen to fully without skipping from start to finish. What songs be like that for you? Ah! It's over. It's over, dude. People used to say this about albums. Albums! Is there a full 18, 20 track album with no skips? Now it's about a song? A 2-minute song that's the chorus twice anyway? 3 times for TikTok? That's crazy. Bro listens to the sped up version of every song. When the original iPod came out, I thought the same thing, but then you just get over it and listen. You thought the original iPod was the death of music? How was it that?